this would be a great idea. Okay. If you go back and look at some of my other videos, you'll see that I use these little small boxes. These boxes came from Oriental Trading. I went in the back and I pulled out this little box. I put it together, except we're not going to close it. And once you put it together, I put my tea in the window. I have different kinds of tea. I just put this in the window. You're not going to be able to see it with the ones that I do that's in a container like this, but the other ones you will be able to see them. After you put, I just taped one in there. The next thing I did was I put the cookies on the outside. And I know they're facing the wrong way, but these glue dots are no joke, so I couldn't turn it around. On the front side, I stuck in some tissue paper that I have. I have a lot of different small tissue papers that I bought in a pack from Temu. I think it was like at least 50 sheets for like $3.99. These embellishments are still left from another project, and these came from Oriental Trading. The ones that I did with the gingerbread at the top, these were only 59 cents for, I think it's like 50 cards. What I normally do with these, I put my business card in the back, and if a person doesn't want to stop or talk or anything, I say, oh, hey, would you like to have a Christmas cookie card? So I put my business card on, and then I give out one of these little cards too. If a person doesn't stop at my booth, at least they'll have a cookie recipe, and I did interact with them in a positive way. Okay, so once you put all that stuff in like that, I did a glue dot for this. The spoons came from, I think the spoons came from Ollie's. I'm not sure. I got this, yeah, the spoons came from Ollie's, and these were left over from the other project. I've used them several times. These came from Amazon. So, to put it together, you don't really want it to be too low in the box. And even though you want to use this tissue to help make some height, I still like it to be neat. So, I usually roll it up until it looks like a little pillow. Rolled up my little pillow, put it in the box. I'm going to smush this side down a little bit further because the cup needs to go in a little bit further than the other box. Okay, I had left my scissors and I had left my embellishments. These ribbons are 50, I think 50 inches long, but there's 12 in a pack. I got them a long time ago from Floral Direct Crafts and Garland. I love to use garland instead of some other type of filler for the embellishment. And since this box has silver dots on it, that's a great match. Okay, I put the cup in. I smashed it down a little bit. The cookies, the tea. Oops, yeah, 2 packs of tea. The cookies, the tea, the spoon, and everything else will go on the opposite side. I'm going to push it down a little bit, and I'm going to take this piece, which is the length. I don't know if I want it in the front or the back. I'm going to turn this around for a second and see if I want it in the front. Yeah, that's good. I do like it in the front also. And then I'm going to stick with it in the back. I'm going to stick with it in the bag. These glue dots, these are the awesome glue dots that I got from the bin store. I think there's 4 sheets in a pack. I have the box. I need to figure out what brand it is because they are awesome. I put a glue dot on the front. Peel that off. I'm going to put it to the front of the container like this. The cup is empty. It's really a filler. And as Martha Stewart says, create value. I'm going to put this tinsel in the back to fill in. And I'm gonna take the ribbon. I'm gonna turn this around for a sec. It was a long ribbon. I cut it in half. I can also put it around the actual container, but doing it this way helps make the tails be a little longer. Didn't like it with the tails cut real short, and I was trying to be a little bit frugal. So the tea doesn't want to stay up, so I'm just going to take a small piece of tape and roll it. Want to roll it. Now you're able to see the tea a little bit better. I'm going to put it in a bag, and when I finish, it's going to look like this. I decided to come back and use the 12 by 24 sheets that I have, and that way I'm able to sort of turn it more into a gift. I have some red string right here. I'm just going to use string. It's already got a bow on the front, and I'm trying to get out of it. Ooh, look at my roll. Jesus. Okay. Next items I'm making, I'm going to put a shirt on. Nobody's going to be looking at that. Okay. All right, and I didn't tie it too tight, so I decided to make it more like a basket, where the other one does not have that type of top on it. Either way, they're both really cute. Uh-oh, that's so bad. Either way, they're both really cute. Thanks for watching. Thanks so very, very much for watching. And remember, do something phenomenal for someone today, even if that someone is you. Thanks. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.